Hello, I'm going to show you a Simio model for representing an inventory management system for a basic case, which corresponds to the basic models you can study in the literature, but with some additional elements that allow us to analyze situations different from the typical assumptions you have to work with when you're dealing with this kind of problems. So what we have here is a system where you have a warehouse, which is represented by this station here, where you will have stored uh, entities representing some type of product or some quantities of some good that you want to hold so that you can meet your customers' demand. So this is where we are going to see our products stored. We have customers that are represented by this entity, customer, and are introduced into the system by means of using this server, which operates according to a property, which is this one, RPIAT customers, which is the arrival time for customers, and that will allow us to get customers arrive into our system using this link here. And this combiner will get the information from the customer, which has a state that stores the data corresponding to the demand. And when it arrives here, it requests some amount of products, and if they are available, they are withdrawn from this station, from the warehouse, and this combiner, what does is actually assemble them into match them into a single entity and are shipped out of the system using this sync here. So as this happens, what we have stored in our warehouse will decrease, and at some point we will launch an order and we will request our supplier to send us some amount of product. And that will be done by this combiner here, and that will use this entity order that combines with the number of products we are ordering from our supplier. We'll get them into this will be assembled into this part. Okay, it'll be combined into this entity here, and it will travel along this time path, and the time for it to get from this link, this node here, to this other node here, is a property which is RP lead time, which we can configure. So when we have an order placed with an amount of product, the supplier ships the order and it'll be received in our warehouse up to this time. Okay. And what we have, I'll show all this in more detail later on with the properties, but these are the KPIs that allows us to analyze the results of how our system is performing. And we have a chart here with the evolution of both the on-hand inventory, which is the number of products we have in this station, and the inventory position, which is the amount of products that we have in our warehouse on hand, plus those items, those products that we already ordered and are on the way to our warehouse. So it's the total amount of both what we are about to receive plus what we have in our warehouse.